They're just going to go rushing out onto the site. They overwhelm Neo. Taz is taking damage as well. He does get 1 kill, but Pasha only able to trade up 1 for 1. Deep nade, though, is going to catch out Pronax, but it's not good enough. It's still 3 players alive here for Fnatic. They have 2 rifles to work with. They have control of the site. And it comes down to the retake now for Virtus.pro.
A lot of Molotovs in this site. They're all stacked on the bomb site, which is horrible for Fnatic. That's not how you want to play the afterplant here. They're sort of in the middle of those Molotovs, but VP trying to get their way in, but they're going to be losing a couple of players here. Bialy spraying 1, Crims still right behind. He's got a deagle in hand, trying to see if he can force it out. Bialy jumping up. He's going to get the frag and the round. It is really scary. It could have, I mean, it was way more expensive than it should have been. Still a great round for Fnatic.
He did have the fades. Okay. That was the important thing, actually. I wanted to see if Bialy had the fade knives.
Yeah. It's just Taz joining in. Rainbow daggers. God damn.
This is going to be like the whole VP theme, isn't it? Everybody has to have fades. No matter what no matter what knife it is. Yeah. Well, let's see. Regardless, that was an excellent eco round for Fnatic. 4 kills for them. Bomb plant to go with. And Pasha, how does he actually win? Well, Snacks gets the wall bang onto JW, but still, how does JW not pick up that kill onto Pasha at the beginning?
Wow, that's pretty sick from Snacks, just taking him out. Saying, wait, you had a fight there? You can just quickly calculate. What's that gif with the guy with like who's like frowning and like all the numbers in front of him?
Yeah,
like,
I know what you're talking about.
That's Snacks just like doing the calculation quickly, getting that perfect wall bang. 5-3, and I would say Fnatic are in a fairly comfortable position. Maybe not necessarily in this round, but just overall in the game right now. They have a good shot of taking a pretty good first half here.
This massive rotation from VP, though. 3 players. There were about to be 4, but now they're starting to realize, wait, we have left the B side open. We're not exactly sure where Fnatic are coming from, but for a second there, Virtus.pro were convinced that this was going to be an A hit from Fnatic. Now, though, 2 players here in mid for Fnatic trying to find an angle. But Virtus.pro are just making them sweat. They're making them waste so much time. 30 seconds left on this clock. Fnatic, this is it. They have to be able to just start pushing onto this site right away.
20 seconds. What's the plan here, Fnatic? I mean, 1 misstep in this push and they're going to lose time, basically. 15 seconds now. Grenade bounces in. It's going to hit Pronax, who has the bomb, and that's a problem. Olofmeister going to go down as well. And now Taz running up behind here. 8-7 seconds. See if they could do it. Crims has picked up the bomb. Can he get it down in time? He will be there just in time for the plant. Still a 1-on-3. Grenade going to be out here, and Pasha survives with 1 health. Come on. 1 more piece of shrapnel, and that would have been it. Crims now all alone behind the box. He gets the first one, goes for the seconds, out of bullets, pulls out the Glock, and has a little bit of time to reload. Bialy trying to see if he can make his round. He's on the right-hand side, sorry, and Crims looking for the shot. He's going to miss the spray, and Bialy would have maybe gone down if he could have been just a little bit quicker there. Crims are going to be the round for VP, but they're surviving with just a couple of members here every time. VP, their economy is not going to be that good.
How stressful is this exactly? Every time it seems to be coming down to a 1v1 clutch situation. Crims really pulling off a 1v3 in that situation right there. I mean, this is getting unreal how close. But look at the money right now for VP. They just don't have anything because of how close these rounds are. Fnatic as well. They do manage to get the force with their rifles, but no AWP here for JW. Just seems very odd. He doesn't really seem to be having the biggest impact with the AK right now, so you kind of want to see him get that sniper rifle. Instead, it's Neo. Neo with the AWP for Virtus.pro right now. And he has kind of taken it back, at least at the beginning of the round. He took it back over to say hi to... no. Am I misreading this? It looks like he's over on the A site right now, Neo.
It's so hard because we're watching in 720p, so
yeah, I know.
Those numbers on the minimap are really hard to read somehow. Either that or we're getting very old.
It could be that too, Anders. But it's alright, because we're getting old together.
You know, retirement home playing Counter-Strike.
You know it, bro.
Doesn't sound too bad. Bialy picking out 1 and Flusher through the smoke. Great defense here being put up by VP. And Snacks with a headshot. And this is the round that VP need. One where they don't lose anybody. Fnatic have lost someone entirely from the server, in fact. So we're really going to have a bit of a pause here. That's going to tie the scoreline at 5-5. And we're starting to get sort of a real game on our hands here. It's nice to see VP are waking up right now and actually putting up a fight.
Yeah. That's the key thing. Now they're showing that they're actually capable of grinding out rounds here versus Fnatic. where it was a bit dicey at the beginning, where Fnatic just seemed to be this unstoppable wave that just went crashing onto bomb sites, wiping out everything in their path. Now Virtus.pro are actually bleeding them. They're making them work to get onto these bomb sites. They're making them use a lot of their time. So here's a little bit of the confidence check for Fnatic. It was going so well at the beginning of the half, but now that it isn't, you know, they're going to be able to stabilize once again. This was just godlike, though, from Bialy. Look at this double kill. The second one, that's just knowing the angle. Knowing the angle perfectly, even if a smoke is up, he doesn't even have to see it. One problem here that we have is that JW, maybe this is what's prompting the force buy, because he died before the round ran out. He doesn't actually have his loss money. So Fnatic might just sack this guy and just say, you know what, JW, we didn't like you anyway. Run in first.
Glock, no armor. Wow.
All eyes on him.
Can you even get a lot of intel at this point? Or are you just going to get shut down?
If there's a, I mean, I'm surprised that they go so early on. There you go. That's why those HEs have been going in there pretty regularly for Virtus.pro. Pasha only going to be able to trade 1 for 1 though, so that's not too good. There's still a man advantage here for Fnatic, but then considering the state of JW.
Oh, Snacks flashbang through, spraying down all 3. It's a quad kill. Snacks destroying Fnatic, and that's going to be the round. One simple maneuver. And JW, we're just talking about him on the other team. He's going to have some appreciation for that kind of play. That's going to be like a nod, you know?
I'm just admiring it. Yeah.
It's JW to go down first as well. Yeah, that was beautiful.
With 1 AK clip as well. You're not allowed to make any mistakes. I was actually getting a little concerned with him with how long it took to spray down JW. So the guy without Kevlar actually the hardest to kill. But Fnatic, this sets them back. No bomb plant this time means that they actually have to go for a round of pistols here rather than trying to force up with the rifles. What I was saying, though, is I'm surprised that Fnatic keep going to boost, even like JW with no Kevlar, just because VP are so consistent with the HEs, the Molotovs to boost. They just seem to be taking so much damage at the beginning of the round, Fnatic, just from that one spot on the map.
Well, all of a sudden, it's looking quite good here for Virtus.pro. About to take another round. Crims and JW don't think there's a lot they can do to stop this. And now VP are also starting to have a bit of a bank going into the late stages here. I mean, if this finishes 10-5, it's a pretty even score for the first half.
I mean, 10-5, I'd still say 10-5, like, yeah. You want to be seeing 9-6 at the very least. 8-7 almost these days on 50-50 on cash, it seems. They're about as close as you can get. So I mean, Fnatic need to start waking up, but they've been expressing just how frustrated they've been with their game in general recently. They're not the immortal selves that we expect to see. They've shown that they're mortal. They've shown that they can actually lose maps. So there has been just a little bit of frustration on Fnatic's side, despite the fact that, you know, it's like, that's what's crazy about this team. It's like, okay, you win, you're the first team to win 2 majors, you're the first team to have 3 major titles, and yet you're still frustrated with how you're playing the game. It is a little bit, they're struggling a little bit to reinvent themselves, it seems.
I feel like this is more like I mean, this has to be like a Rocky kind of case. I feel like they're boxing left-handed right now. You know, it's like, yeah, oh yeah, we're wounded and limping away, you know. Follow us. It's, you know, you're going to get the kill any second now, and then, you know, they're just going to come out swinging at the major. Like, that could be happening here.
If any team
I wouldn't, if I was playing, if I was against them, I wouldn't trust them at all. I'd be like, yeah. Let's just continue to prepare.
Look at the patience right now. Bialy with an aggressive... This isn't a spot that you see too often, honestly, sitting on top of the box, or in front of it, rather. That could be brutal, but there's the flash out into mid. Smoke wall has gone down, making Virtus.pro think that this is going to be a B split, but instead they go charging straight up over the smoke. Nobody in mid to greet them. Taz still alive at Forklift, and they're still waiting to push in there because they lost Crim's Fnatic. They're down a man.
Yeah, it puts a big slowdown on everything. Taz picking up a second kill. JW is in a great position in the middle. If Taz wasn't being a maniac and killing everybody in this bomb site, it's going to be a quad kill, and now down to JW, and that position isn't worth nearly as much. Taz, one more hit. Oh, Bialy steals the ace. Is this real life, Bialy?
Bialy, come on, honestly. Do you really need to take that shot?
Yeah, that was not necessary. But I mean, look, if the push onto A is successful, then JW's position is just amplified. It's so good. Oh.
I know how that feels.
Yeah, stab him with your rainbow daggers. I mean, that'd be a good use for them.
Well, I mean, they go back to the double off now for VP as well, so. Let's see what's going to happen here. Because Fnatic, they do manage to get the force, but they do seem to be struggling quite a bit. Snacks has taken up position over here in Connector. Does not get the flick, though. That's the kind of shot that's necessary here. Neo will take out Pronax, but that was over in A Halls. And in the middle right now, there's a bit of a back and forth happening. JW and Flusha. One of them's dead, one of them gets a kill. And while Neo continues to reign supreme in mid, this is just, like, Fnatic, they keep having these big explosive starts at the beginning of the round, and then Verse Pro just seem to grind them out of the round afterwards. As soon as you get past, like, closer to that minute mark is where it starts to get very tricky, it seems.
Well, this is an interesting round. The difference right now for Fnatic is huge, as they can pick up just another couple of rounds in this half here. It looks like they're about to be making a bomb plant. Olaf is... Oh, yeah, Olaf. Oh, yeah, please. Look it down to the ground. Is he going to plant it in the secret spot? Look down to the ground. I really need to see if he's put it down. No, he's put it on top.
Oh, he messed it up.
You can put it between the beams there, and if you do that, it's actually really hard to spot. I made like a whole video trying to talk about it. Olaf, please. Couldn't even give me that. JW going to be walking up behind here. The timing is perfect, and Neo also thunder-footing away inside that bomb site. So now it's going to be up to Bayali, trying to see if he can clutch this. Molotov already out, and Olaf not even going to give him any chance. We could have got way more out of that round, but Olaf says no.
I guess Olaf will take the win instead of being fancy Anders. You know, he was fancy enough.
Yeah.
He just didn't go full fancy. You know. There was, that would be pretty cool. I don't think we've ever really seen it work where, have we?
No.
Pro match?
I mean, it's just,
Not a very common plant at all.
No, because you need like a really special kind of control to be able to put it down and like, yeah. It's all theory crafting, you know, but still, I kind of wish we could have had a chance there. Taz hiding in the corner. Smoke is up, and Pronax going to be gone. It's the last round of the half, and great start here for Taz with a double kill. Neo with the flashbang that actually worked on the other side of the container, and it's going to be up to Flusha and JW now. 2 versus 4. JW going to go down, and Flusha now 1 on 4, trying to spray, but Snacks will finish the round. A double kill for him. 9-6 finish, and actually a pretty even score overall, I would say. Very open game at the moment.
Still is, yeah. Still is. Fnatic are not going to be pleased, but this is definitely, considering the start that they had, where they just looked like they were going to just railroad Virtus Pro 5-0.